Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. I'm Kevin36, and last time we found out that Veronica had sacrificed herself to save us in the fall of Yggdrasil. Now we see what happens next. This is not where we had to go. Is it here we have to go to? Yes.
Forgive me for summoning you here at this time of sadness, but there is something I believe you will be eager to hear. You came in search of the sacred conveyance upon which Erdwin and his allies rode out to face the Dark One, did you not?
How did you know that?
For some days before your arrival, Holy Yggdrasil granted me another vision. I saw you, honored luminary. You were standing alongside Serena upon a great white object that transported you to an island in the sky. A strange and beautiful place.
And you think this was a vision of the future?
I do, for in my dream, Veronica was not with you. I have been greatly troubled as to what her absence might mean. I had hoped and prayed that my fears were unfounded, yet, alas, they were not. Which made me wonder if the conveyance upon which you stood might also be real. And then I remembered. Cetacea. The legends tell of a divine being who soared through the skies on silver wings, a beast summoned to Erdwin's side by a mystical melody. Perhaps it was upon Cetacea's back that you rode in my vision, and perhaps the island upon which you alighted is the next step on your journey. I intend to scour the annals for indications of how she might be summoned. I will inform you forthwith if my researches should prove fruitful. Now, the day's unhappy events have surely taken their toll. Rooms have been prepared for you all at the inn. Pray, rest a while.
It's a love song from the Age of Heroes. The story of a lady pining for her long-lost sweetheart. No one remembers who wrote it, but I've loved it since I was a little girl. You know, something's been bothering me. Veronica. We were born at the same time, so our leaves bloomed at the same time, didn't they? Do you think they'll fall at the same time too?
I don't know. You've always been a bit slow, to be honest. But I hope they do. Serena, I want you to promise me something. If anything happens to me, promise you'll finish this without me.
I shan't promise anything of the sort. I don't even want to think of such things. If only I had promised to do as she asked. Perhaps she might have been able to make her sacrifice more easily. She was right, you know. I always have been slow. When it came to talking or walking or learning magic, I was always a step behind her. But now I must tread my own path. Alone. I hate to ask, but would you mind awfully not going anywhere for a little while? I think I'm going to cry. Thank you. I'm sorry to be such a bother, but I shan't be one any longer. Veronica died to save me. I must make the most of my life, for her sake. No more tears. That was the old me. Goodbye. What in the world? I feel different. Thank you, dear sister.
They recognize all from the spells and abilities. And with that, a new power has been unlocked. Let's see exactly what it is. So, I think you already know. Serena's new power allows gives her everything, and I mean everything, that Veronica was or would have been capable of, including skill trees. It's at this point that I think it's worth using wands. Wands, as this is when a lot of the best stuff unlocks. And you can skip over the pretty much useless skills. In addition, there is one new skill for every skill tree. There's a lot that has become available for everything. And Furina now has by far the most weapon options, with 4 different weapon classes and 2 ways to wield one of them. I'm meeting you back after that very short breakdown, but I really wanted to do it like that, mostly for the music. I also unlocked a lot of the skills. Yeah. That ruins the mood so hard! No! Well, I may as well mention what I failed to say. Enchanting Echo is very, very good. Chance to use any spell twice. And I got everything on wands except Self-Preservation, because that's flipping useless on Serena. And I'm now gonna try and get Sage's Breath. Also, we could unlock Be Like Water. I wouldn't recommend it though. And in fact, I think I'm gonna reset the skill trees for spears. Oh, hi.
Good morning! Or should I say good afternoon? The sun's already high in the sky. Father Benedictus dropped by earlier. He says he has something to show us at the top of the mountain. Everyone else has gone on ahead, but I thought I'd wait for you. Shall we go and join them? There's a little door to the right of the cathedral. The path is through there.
Serena is just far outclasses Rab at this point in the game. As I said, she is everything that Veronica was. And on top of what she had. And I think that's a really cool concept for a skill tree upgrade. Instead of their pals in hands, getting the basically 2 party members in one. And even the skill point gain of it. I also want to see if I can, first of all, buy 2 of these. Because we very badly needed this. We could get a lightsaber, but... oh, that's the best they sell. Oh no, it's not. I'm gonna buy a staff too, as we don't have good staffs. And then this is a very good shield. I'm gonna give it 10. By the way, let's get a new equipment on the way going, as we aren't exactly doing what we're told. As I think it's time for the side quest run. Even if it is the present, like, very horrible timing. Yet 1% more block rate, not worth it. Fortunately, they don't like letting go, no matter what you do. if you take it directly from shops. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, now that we have Eric the weapon that he so desperately needed, maybe he'll be able to do good damage now. And Serena, you want to focus on a magical might for this point. That said, I wouldn't recommend using any seeds on them, for reasons you'll see later. I hold off. I also want to get rid of this fear tree, as it isn't really anything worth using at this point. Probably should have saw that coming, but oh well. I want to do my best to get one too short of flipping Sage's Breath, of course. So, well, their prep chance, I should probably mention, this one is the one that has the holier harems. This had Be Like Water, which, if I remember correctly, is a very good defensive buff. I don't remember which it is. I know this, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know it's pretty sure it's parry and counter rate? Parry and dodge rate and counter attacking? I don't know for sure. I know the counter attack. That's for sure. This is slightly foreshadowed by the fact that they perfectly fit together their two skill trees. Plus new skills to go in between, in what they would have been. This is exactly what this is a part that I really love, and it caught me by surprise first time playing through this. This too. Ooh, I did not see this coming at all. I could buy the thing for Serena, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna end up using it at all, so... eh. Overall, now we have Serena ready to go. The only one following us here, and... wait, what? Oh, they just always follow like that? Okay. Well, we're good to go now. As honestly, this is the better piece of equipment for the time I'm being. I want to do some reforging, but not quite yet. You'll see in a moment what we're doing. After the big story thing we're about to do. Ooh, right up ahead. This is pretty dang important.
Ah, there you are. So glad you could finally join us. Yggdrasil blessed me with another vision in the night. I saw Veronica standing upon this very ledge. It is known as Luminary's Landing. When Erdwin descended from the heavens after facing the Dark One, this is where he alighted. And this is the Calamus flute. In my dream, Veronica played upon it. It once belonged to the great sage Serenica. She left it in Arborea on her final visit, the day after the Dark One finally fell. I gave it to Veronica as a memento of her heroic ancestor. And yet, when I awoke this morning, there it was, upon my pillow. It is a sign. The flute will reveal the path you must tread. Serena, my child, if you would be so kind.
Of course. I think I must be doing it wrong. But if Veronica was playing it in Father Benedictus's vision, it must be the key. Can you try, perhaps? The mark! It's glowing!
What the?
A fishing rod? I fear it is I who am seeing visions.
Okay, bro.
You got a bite! Oh, go on, darling! Reel it in!
How? A magical telephone. It may become a mystical magical telephone pole, but it's still a wood. Going to the telephone pole and a fishing pole. That's a giant whale. That's just a wingfish. There's only half joking.
A flying fish! No! That's a whale!
The wingfish was also a whale.
So it was, as I suspected. It was upon her back that you rode in my dream. The sacred conveyance of the luminary, Cetacea. It seems that she heeds the call of the flute. You must play it whenever you require her aid. Go, luminary, and seek out the floating island. It is the World Tree's will. Whatever awaits you there will surely aid you in the fight against the Lord of Shadows. Do not let Veronica's sacrifice be in vain. Now, play.
What great invisible music, the silent music. Well, this is really cool for the first few seconds. You'll learn quickly. No, there's not a lot you can actually do. You can go down. Oh, God, echoing. You can go up, you can go down. You can only land in specific spots, and it's not anywhere on the actual map. The only place in the original map you can go to is the Luminary landing, and you always start from there. Also, you can see the lantern up close. But... yeah, no, this ain't what we're doing in this episode. We're leaving this big, disappointing windfish knot arc off. And instead, we have side quests to do. Where the flip... Oh, there it is. Because we can now go back to Nautica. We have a lot of flip we have yet to do that we are capable of doing without going to places we're not supposed to yet. And just... we have a lot of side quests to catch up on because I wanted to get Serena before doing the side quest runs. So, it's time to start doing that, and we're gonna start by grabbing as many side quests as we can, then completing the ones that are possible now. Now, because like Flip, I know. Oh, I've been making this as I go and just looking surprised and surprisingly more knowledgeable than I actually am. Not that it's surprising that I'm more knowledgeable than I actually am. That it's not that it's a shock that I sound more knowledgeable than I am, but in the case that I'm surprised I sound that much more knowledgeable than I actually am. Yeah, so hopefully these are better by like a decent bit than his old things, because he was doing like not any damage. If we're going to do that stuff though, we need to go up here. We need to head to the Queen of Nautica directly. We need to go see the Queen. As you can now know the place to see. Yeah. This has been available since we've finished the thing, but yeah. You can also turn into a fish now, which is important because it's stuff that you require to be a fish for. And one of those such things is actually right down below. Also, there's several houses. There's like at least one house we've already seen with stuff that we can't do without being a fish because we can't even reach them without being a fish. Yeah, being a fish is very necessary for some of our quest running we're doing. As yeah, we got loads of that to go. Any chance that's the item I was trying to get before? Nope, that's plant some more. Well, I'm gonna not just keep trying to run around for that, and instead go shopping. As we can now buy from the shack. This has been available since we've actually gotten since we beat the guy who was doing stuff here. Crosshair's coat is an upgrade for Eric and gives him a new aesthetic. We can also apparently have been able to buy Starcross this entire time. Oh my god, that's better than what they're selling. I might keep what we got for now, but that's pretty good. I think other than that, we're good, though. We got the hat as well. Why? Okay, well, I guess we'll auto-equip. I should not have done that. For several reasons, actually. Yep, we got 2 new outfits. The crosshair and the crosshair. And the crosshair crosshair. Okay, let's actually just take away these old armor pieces, though. Now that we've done our shopping, we have quite a few quests that we have to grab. First is from this turtle. In almost, yes, 600 years since the Royal Terrarium was founded. I was hoping to mark this anniversary by unraveling a new exhibit. The item that I first saw when I was still fresh-faced hatchling. Yes, it caught my eyes as I made the peerless journey from beach to the ocean. Alas, I've been able to find this pebble on the ocean floor. Being a sea turtle, I cannot get the world about to retrieve it, but you, young man, you can travel between the ocean and land. If you were to assist me, yes, I could acquire the exhibit of my dreams. My boy? Will you join into the world above and bring it back to me? This truly startling, idling question. Girl, you're very console. The item that I seek is very unique shape. Almost like a long, legless squid. Breeze caused. I only caught a brief glimpse of it many years ago. It was a top equipped tower lit above one of your human villages. It's black and glossy and large enough to fit a mermaid type, but then, just as I was admiring its beauty, bang. It produced cornucopia splash. It's a bomb knock shot. In a way. Ever since that day, that enormous explosive sleepback squid has never been far from my heart. Yeah. Oh, do I not have it? Well, we'll have to find it then. And then someone lower down has the other quest. Okay. Hey, okay. Hey, we'll find a way over there, first of all. I saw a golden thing over there, so I'm guessing maybe that's the item I was looking for. That wasn't the golden item. That was not a gold shining spot. Like I thought it was. You are the other person I must talk to. I am the legal concipient of Mermaid on the stand. He's been accused of fluting Nautica's Supreme Court. A man. He saw a tasty-looking fish, and, by his own admission, he sank his teeth into it without asking its permission. He just showed the judge that he's not a criminal at heart, but the hatching lawyer that I am, I don't know where to start. You could read my mentor's case books, even just a little. I'm sure you could build a case against the safeguard of his acquire. I need to go and borrow them. But now the court's in session, I cannot leave. My client sealed his fate with a confession. Only I could quote those notes. I'm sure he'd go free. Oh, Lume, would you go and bring them to me? Thank you, Lumina. Your kindness be. My mentor was an ace attorney, famed through the sea. While following his footsteps, I studied law. Alas, he found us long ago, and now he left us long ago and now lives on the shore. Built a hut upon a tiny island to the west. And he lives up away in his self-enclosed house arrest. Self-inflicted house arrest. You may surmise he's an odd, unsocial sort, but always kinda had. Treasure maestro in the court. To a maestro in the court. If you could ask him for his notes on the trials that he stood at, I may get a chance to prove the law as something I'm good at. Justin is right. Okay. Well, I now need to make the long trip back to Honolulu. We made it. Oh my god. This is such a long run. We're probably not even going to be able to do any of these quests this episode. It's going to end up being a next episode thing. Holy mackerel, you scared me. Uncle, for a minute there, I thought you were one of the fishermen from the village. Oh. Hey, there ain't no one fond of mermaids, see? They ain't none too fond of mermaids, see? If they found out I was hanging out with one, they'd tan my hide good. Came here to fish, and I found her washed up on the shore. Seems like she ain't feeling good. She got frog enough for the size of a coconut, and she can hardly talk. The kahunas always telling us that mermaids ain't welcome in Honolulu. But I feel sorry for her coughing and croaking like that. I can't just tell her to get gone. You couldn't help me out, could you? Gotta help her fix up her throat before that fisherman find out that she's here. You ever heard of delucted dolph? It's kind of seaweed, soft and slippery smooth, that can soothe a sore throat. Oh, could you go get me some? Really? Thanks. I hear you big city folks can be real cool fish, but you're super kind. Or cold. This is hard to read. I'll never trust what the grown-ups say ever again. Let me tell you about the Duelist Dolph. It only grows on one little island somewhere near some country up north that's crazy cold. Seriously. They have snow there and everything. You gotta go get some. All you gotta do is go get some and give it to the mermaid alone. Come back soon. The most I speak that's not English is some French, and I am incredibly rusty. So that might as well be none at all. As you've seen. Oh hey friend, you come just at the right time. Truth be told, I've been hauling in nothing but seawater lately. Tried offering some fresh fish to Kulana, the god of the sea, and praying for his blessing like our ancestors used to when times were tough. But no dice, because it left it too long. Hey, things must have been so bad lately. All I could spare was a single sardine. I ain't gonna fill some baby bellies, let alone the sea god. Now, if I have some calamari made from a Acticulus tentacle, that'll get me in Colonna's good books for sure. But I ain't no fighter, so no way I could take one of those things down. You, on the other hand, are a particular fighting fiend. You could totally bring one down in just the right way. 8 to 10 tentacles into calamari, right? If the fish don't come back soon, the whole village could be history. You're the only one that can rely on, friend. Please give me some. I hope that's not pronounced calamari, and that he just says it weird, or it's meant to be said like that. Cause I swear, that's just supposed to be said like calamari. Wow. Oof. And that's the new boomerang. Yeah, this video's getting long. And I still have 2 more quests to grab. Yeah, so please hurry up a bit. I want to get all the quests this episode, so next one we can start tackling all of the quests that don't require us to go somewhere that we are not out of our way. Somewhere we visited before. We just never visit Honolulu again, as far as I can remember, so I want to grab these. These ones. And I'm pretty sure the only other one we can grab is in the Warrior Reston. It's still big here. There ain't no place like Honolulu for an old time. I live now is autumn youth. Oh, hey friend. Looks like you ain't from around here, a traveler, huh? Good for you. When I was great, I traveled the world too. It's good to see you at the same place for adventure in your eyes. Man, I've gotten many scraps since then. You too, right? Looks like you know how to handle yourself, though. But adventuring ain't all about looking for trouble. It's about finding yourself. You leave home a kid, you come back a man. It must have been fate that brought you here, because I know just the thing send you racing down the road to Manhattan. Badger was here, an island of giants. A nightclub was some of the worst. All you gotta do to beat one is know some Donald student sense go. What do you say, amazing? Well, I'm out of pep pops because I wasted one. Way back when we were doing Display of the Sands boss fight before Sylvando even joined. So I'm doing this by grinding. That's the spirit, kid. Okay then, let me fill you in. There's a special guy you gotta use. Pep power called Buff Buff. Oh no. It's, how can I put it? Actually, maybe you're better off on it yourself. Once you've learned it, you'll see what it's all about. No! But by needing a move called Unbridled Blade, you gotta put your back into for that one. And one of your friends, he'll, I'll say no more. Really? Not my favorite animation or skill. Especially because it uses my least favorite moves. If you remember what that is. Yeah, you need Puff Puff as much as I hate it. You need it. And I didn't even know that was a thing. Where the flip is the Warrior Reston? We'll go grab those, and then we're off the upset episode. Hey there, traveler. Name's Luda. Luda von Boss. You wouldn't believe this, but I only went and left my masterpiece in a monster-infested forest. Song was the piece of my heart. Piece of my soul. The message I want to send to the world. It means everything to me. Huh? How could I be so foolish to leave behind? Heaven knows, but one thing's sure. Sewing with myself, I can't write another note. Wish I could get back, but I'm not. But I'm Luda, not a fighter. I don't even own a sword. You, on the other hand, look like your own self. And you own a sword. Two, in fact. And a real big one. Will you help me get my masterpiece back? I'd be super grateful if you would. Always and forever. Well, thank you, friend. I finished up my masterpiece when I was living on this little hut southwest of the ruins of Dunderstill. But I left behind when I headed out. I tried to rewrite it, but I just can't get it right. The song was part of me, man. Since I lost my baby, I haven't been myself. But I believe in you. Alright. All of you. I'll write right here until you come back with my opus in tow. We have 2 left to grab. Let's grab the easy one from Monboria. That's the easier one. I really hope all the skipping around I did can be cut out to make this at least remotely fast. Or shorter of a video. Does recall, my love, when we two gazed upon thy beauty of all Erdrea? The sky so deep and blue, did it seem to swallow us whole. The sea of buttered matter out of red, stained by the light of the setting sun, and all around us, the eternal leaf did shine with the light of life. The heavenly vision I saw in the day sealed itself into my very soul, and never shall I forget it. So, never Never without a V. So, I live for all eternity. Fair word indeed, would you not agree? It is the text of a letter written by an unknown hand. It was discovered inside a book in the library here in Alboria. I've read it so many times now that I'm unable to I'm able to recite its contents by heart. However, the letter's inscription, I searched and searched for the second page, but alas, there was nowhere to be found. Not here in Alboria, at any rate. We traveled a great deal. If not, would you mind aiding me in search of cool letters, no doubt lyrical and heart-wrenching endings? You will? Oh, thank you! The villagers tell me the first part of the page discovered between pages of ancient Alboria tomb. Last tome, was sold many years ago to a Galopian noblewoman. I believe the second page of the letter is inside the book still. I would ask you to journey to Gallopolis and inquire about the homes of the noble families of that realm. Wish you good luck on your search. And finally, I'm gonna see you at the cabin back in this Nearfield. Yes! The cabin! The last thing! That... Oh my gosh, this episode's gone way too long. Give me a quest for next episode! Zeal Wanderer. I am a soldier of Sniffalife. I've come with my younger brother to eradicate the killing machines that have been plaguing this Nearfield of late. But I was seeing his plan, but that blood-red probe appeared. It is a terrifying type Geo. Far more powerful than its cousins, with a murder on its metallic mind. We battled for our strength by long rest, we prevailed, but at a great cost. My brother did not survive his injuries. Dragged myself to this cabin and been resting ever since. Alas, I do not the strength to stand. Since our parents passed away, my brother was the only family I had. Swore that I would be together. I never forgot that type go for taking him from me. Forgive. Not rest until every type go nerd returns to a smoldering pile of cogs and sockets. I'll make them taste the pain of thousandfold. If I just do not, while I recover from the moon, would you slay a type go in my stead? Well, thank you, my friend. Type goes are common commanders of the robot army. I would ever appreciate for the killing machines the burdens only ever appear alongside them. They appear in the front line, and only rarely, so if we keep fighting the foot soldiers, one is sure to show its fiendish face eventually. Killing machines congregate in the field near the frozen floor. The type go should not be found behind them. But I beg you, do not overstretch yourself. Beat one and bring back a piece of the inner workings of truth. This will suffice. The fiends must pay for what they've done, but not the cost of yet more life. A dish served cold. I'm done! This is long, and I have a lot of flip I'm gonna probably have to cut out or shorten. So, I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see y'all next one. Bye-bye.